This should not be frozen. Just not moving yet. Just wait a bit and make sure everything's actually working. And 1 second. There. Done. I need to trim this. There. Good enough. It's also not transparent, but it's incredibly scuffed. I think things should be back. Oh, cursed. Works, it works. There into your corner for the rest of stream. Like, yeah, YouTube has just decided to give it a delay of like a solid 4 minutes instead of just working properly.
Impressive, Endman and Supervisor Perlica. If only my apprentices could powder the bug flower as well as you did. I'll stay here and care for the injured for now, and then join up with Director Chim when we could start moving again. I look forward to your good news.
Kill all of these. Mass amounts of theft.
More enemies coming. Finish these off quickly and force our way through.
Keep accidentally pressing space.
Fireball tag! Here's your chance. Ready for a fall. Try breaking out of that.
You're ending their resources.
Commence AL7 annihilation. Take him down.
Don't know how I did that, but okay.
This is the anchor, but its core is not here.
That bit is giving off light. Isn't that the core?
No. All active anchors would give off that light. This anchor must have plunged itself deep underground. That's where its core should be. I've seen the hub base building plans. This old factory should have an underground floor
On your
that we can
FPS.
reach. If this basement area is
There
stable,
is one.
we should be able to use it to reach and destroy the anchor core. Let's go, Endman. This should be the way.
FPS. Locked to 60, unfortunately. Well, not locked, but I can't go higher. Does not seem like the FPS overlay, unfortunate. happened now? Nothing. I was just checking if there's an FPS overlay.
Don't stray too far from me, Administrator.
Increasing last by my end. Not my problem.
Landsbreakers?
Yeah.
What are they doing here? Here's your chance. Try breaking out of that.
What is that? The anchor fell right into this place. Huh? What's that noise?
Look there, Endman. We must act now.
We must put an end to this. Oh, I just attack it, okay. Put an end to that problem. That end bridger. Around them. Pyramid head.
Your end awaits. Here's your chance. Try breaking out of that.
Artificial scent. Easy video game. Let an end to that.
Special Operator Chen. Am I the first to arrive or what? Nicely done, Endman. And thank goodness you arrived on time, Chen.
What do you think of that move? Not bad, right?
Quick swing, but it could use a bit more accuracy.
Oh, so you were familiar with swordsmancy? Yeah, I swung it a little too fast.
I think I remember Chen.
Anyways, I'll show you an even deadlier move next time.
I have not played the original, so I have no
Or
clue.
Chen for short. If you get a problem you need trimming, my blade is yours to command.
Wait, Relica showed me your files.
Prilica also told me about you. Every time she mentions the Endman, she would go, "Oh, Prilica, you alright? Why is your face so flushed?"
We should check on Mr. Andre.
The pain. The pain.
Feeling better, Mr. Andre? Remember me?
Supervisor Prilica! You're finally here! Oh, this is wonderful news! Don't worry, I didn't hit my head. My mental faculties are A-OK. Wait, who might this be?
This is our administrator. You probably met each other before.
What? Oh, you're right. The Endman's here. I Why didn't I recognize my dear old friend? Oh dear. Maybe I really did get knocked on the head.
You know me as an old friend.
Of course I do. We go way, way back.
Andre is our resident Enfield technical expert of this site. He is also the chief engineer of the Automated Industry Complex. That's AIC for short. Mr. Andre, you're protecting a very important project, right?
When I saw the anchor crashing into the old factory, I quickly rushed over here to check if the prototype is all right. Look, here it is.
Is this the contraption you were protecting? It looks really expensive. You must have spent quite a bit of time on it.
It would be unfair to say that this is my work. A friend of mine left this prototype to me. I'm very grateful that you came here and saved it. Now that the anchor has been taken out, there shouldn't be any more angalloy in the base. But we got a lot of cleanup work to do on the surface.
Leave it to us. By the way, Director Chin requests your immediate return to the control tower.
Oh, so what was she like when she asked about me? Was she angry? Oh, dear. I'm finished.
We should leave this place already. Just go meet her and you'll know what she's like, right?
Oh. This little contraption might have sustained internal structural damage. I need a moment to check it. You can head back first. I won't be long. Chin will understand.
When do I get
Jen,
to gamble?
Mr. Andre safe. Let's return to the control tower. Those landbreakers. Were they taking advantage of the Anchorfall disaster to loot our base?
All
Why
on
would
red
a
or black?
Landbreaker clan be so close when the
All on
Anchorfall
red?
happened? It's just...
Something major just happened. Director Chin! Director Chin is at the base entrance. Meet her there.
That something major doesn't sound good. Let's go, Endman.
Yeah.
What's going on, Director? Landbreakers. So many of them. How did they get so close to the base?
Got no time to explain. We're facing a major Landbreaker raid. Security Division gathered some intel on this LB mob. I'll sync them with you.
Looks like we'll have to put an end to this.
The Anchorfall struck us hard. Many are injured. Power is also low. Our facilities and defenses are also down. Members of the Bone Crusher clan attacked us. We don't know why they're here. This is too much to be a coincidence. That's the SIP rep, Admin and Supervisor Perlica. We are outnumbered.
Their entire.
The
Yes.
substation outside the base is down. but
I
couldn't
did not
contact
know
anyone
that.
to repair it.
There's still a way. If we can deploy the PAC, we can restore base operations.
Use the PAC to restore power to the substation?
Yes. Electricity from the PAC will tide the base over. We'll deploy the PAC at the reserved site and transmit its power to the substation.
But there are so many LBs along the way. If only we could...
Of course we could. LBs? You got a team of pros, Director Chin. Enman, you saw what I did, right? I know tons about fighting these scummy LBs.
Yeah, I'm really sorry for what happened back then. Didn't mean to cause trouble, you know? But yes, I think I can help you out with the PAC. Supervisor Perlica is making the right call. The site reserved for the PAC might be a little far from base, but clever use of the relay towers will get it back on the electrical grid.
But should we come up with a more foolproof plan? There are just so many LBs outside.
Have faith in us, Director Chin. I'm not just the supervisor of Endfield Industries. I'm also the acting lead of the Endfield Crisis Team.
Me three! Well met, Administrator. Pleasure to be part of your team. Chen Yu, Enfield Specialist Tech Division.
Gameplay is the owl.
That's enough big words for now. Hurry up and take me to the mission site, Administrator.
Really hope this game doesn't do the thing where like they'll have playable male characters that are like an owl, but then the only playable female character is just woman with cat ears
All operators accounted
instead of
for.
like the entire
The team
animal.
is ready for the mission.
So, which enemy mob do I wipe first? Alrighty. Now let's go and teach those pipe faces what happens when you mess with Enfield.
Administrator, I'd actually prefer it if you can just stay and rest here. Fighting the Landbreakers is very different from fighting the Angeloi.
Oh, Jeff the
The
Lane Shark.
conditions of your
True.
health.
No worries. I'm an Enfielder. I do Endfield stuff. Ben is the dragon girl.
Much appreciated, Endman.
Or she has horns
So-
at least.
We have a conclusion, Director Chin. The crisis team shall whittle down enemy forces, deploy the PAC at the designated site, and transmit power back to base with relay towers to restore base operations. Mr. Andre, I'll contact you once the roads are clear. Apologies for forcing you to travel into the wildlands, but we will need your help.
No problem. I feel so much better knowing I can finally help everyone properly this time.
Oh, she
Stop
does have
puffing
tail.
up your feathers, old man.
Not noticed the tail before.
Supervisor Perliga and Operator Chen, do be careful out there. Before I forget, the TP point is not part of the base's power system. If there's something more than you can handle, just head back to base and rest. We're counting on you.
Let's go and activate the TP point. It'll help us move around faster.
This. It does have a tail.
The Enman's fighting style is pretty unique and impressive. Imagine if the Enman were at
Oh,
full
I-
power.
Ready for my exam
That would be
tomorrow.
one hell of a
Yes.
fight. Perlica, did you see it before?
I did not, but I found records of important battles fought by our administrator. They gave rise to quite a few stories in any case. We should expedite the restoration of our Endman's health and memories.
Try not to belittle the Landbreaker Raiders, Enman. They pose a serious threat. You can always return to the base to rest. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but just be careful out there. I look forward to hearing good news from you.
Murder.
Bone Crushers. I heard about these guys before. But these fanatics should be rare, even amongst the LB clans.
Fiona, we need our Landbreaker specialist for this operation.
Then roger that. Calling our LB specialist right now.
Time to wrap things up, people.
Everything worked according to plan.
I do
Over.
really like designs that have like visible scales on the body. Which he appears to not have like actual visible scales, but scale is scaly at least.
Taken a UWST crewmate prisoner. We must defeat them.
Seize the adventure. This should blast you up, right? Execute strike command.
Thanks so much. You caught me in an embarrassing moment. I got jumped by these pipe-faced rascals. Worst day of my life.
Rascals? Well, landbreakers can be rather dangerous to the ordinary folk, you know?
Dangerous indeed. You look like Enfielders. I guess you took care of your anchor problem?
Our base is safe for now. However, we also had to fight off an unexpected landbreaker raid. We're out here to solve the issue.
Solve the issue? That means every last one of those breaker scum, right?
I am totally for that. But I guess our priority is to secure the roads. Since so many of our people are injured, we should restore base operations first.
Agreed. You bailed me out of a bad sitch, and I won't let that happen again. I'll do whatever I can to help. I might be a maintenance mate for the substation. Before I took the UW outfit, I was quite the bad boy. I would head back once I verified the facilities are all right. If you see my two other brothers out there, tell them to look for me.
Hey, about that dude back there? I think I saw some red stuff on his wrench.
Max sanity. Be more sane now.
I missed so many good. My turn to have a go at this, right?
Yes, don't worry. We shall carry out
Get
this
rid of
mission
these.
together.
Never mind, that's a lot to go through. Gonna bother. Just gonna have to stay there.
Mr. Andre, we did our best to minimize the local landbreaker threat. We now need your assistance at the PAC deployment site.
Roger that. I'll be there in a moment.
So, you guys picked out the AIC factory worksite real early, right?
Well, we actually reserved multiple sites for deploying the PAC. We plan to discuss it with everyone, but due to our situation, this is the only option we have. It's a nice open plot with even ground and decent geological specs. It's just, well, a bit messier than we'd like it to be. I'm really sorry about what you're seeing. We actually assembled a cleanup team, but you know what happened? We probably have to clear the mess ourselves.
Find me a Jane Doe. Probably just a tail. All the way over there.
Oh, everything is good to go.
You seem super excited about this.
Of course I am. Our goal of coming to the hub base is to prepare a field trial for deploying the AIC. Of course, none of us expected the trial to take place under such dire circumstances.
Same scheme.
Supervisor Perlica, we've received your protocol application and verified all access authority levels. You may issue the order for PAC deployment anytime now.
Wonderful. Begin verifying the coordinates. Administrator, don't get too close to the teleprotocol beacon. It might be dangerous.
I want to stand under it. I have a feeling. Heard it's a big thing on your agenda.
How am I feeling? We've spent years working on this project and I thought I would be more excited, but I feel calmer than I expected. Before we lay out grand plans for the distant future, we should build a strong foundation as our starting point. Let's tackle the issue at its core. The first step is to boost our productivity. The time has come to get things rolling. Great. Our preparations are complete. Multiple generations of Endfielders have worked on this grand endeavor, Administrator. You are about to witness the fruits of their labor. The PAC and the AIC factory growing around it shall bring hope to this world.
This feels like a gacha animation.
Woohoo! That's wonderful! It's just like what I've envisaged. We can totally deploy the PAC further north and push into the frontiers. Sorry. I just got a little too excited. Our next task is to use relay towers and transmit power to the substation and get the juice flowing again in our base.
I've already applied for relay tower deployment authorization from Dijon.
And illuminate
We can
packs.
deploy these facilities at any time via our PAC.
Wow, that sounds awesome. How does it work?
It might look like some advanced printing process, but it is actually an Originium-based teleportal tech. In any case, let's get started.
Actions limited. Wait, this is like an entire construction thing. Alright. Unique.
Nicely done. Our next step is to start power transmission from the PAC. Over here, Enman. Plug in the cable here.
Both the PAC and relay tower seem to be in working order. Now, we just need to deploy more relay towers and transmit power to the substation.
Well, looks like my work here is done. Supervisor Perlica, can I go to the substation and run some inspections of the repair work? Imagine laying down all these relay towers only to realize that the substation is still out of action. Now, that will really kill the fun.
You make a good point. Go ahead, Mr. Andre. We'll keep our eyes on the relay towers in the Wildlands. Landbreakers in the Wildlands might try to take them down for parts.
Power. I just... Okay. And absolutely do this like incredibly inefficiently. There. Incredibly efficient. Probably not the best place for it in like in the literal middle of the
The
road, but
substation is just ahead. We're almost there, Endman.
Connection interfaces look normal. I was worried about compatibility issues between our old and new equipment.
Whoa! It actually worked! Bye, tell us you Enfielders got some real neat toys. You restored power in your base so quickly. How?
We will provide the UWST with a detailed technical report of this operation. Keep in mind that this is just an ad hoc solution for the emergency.
No problem. I must say I'm really impressed.
Hoo-hoo-hoo. All the years of toiling on this stuff, we finally got something to show.
Very impressive, Big Owl. Oh, I mean, Mr. Andre.
Oh, why so polite today, Master Chen? You got my feathers tingling and fluffed. I could hardly recall the last time you called me Mr. Andre.
That's gotta be an innuendo.
I've always been like this.
Whatever you say. Now, let's take a look at the PAC. Huh. It's doing all right. Power supply components are working fine. Well, time for me to head back to the control tower and read some data. Voltage fluctuations and current loads of the Originium circuits. Protocol signal stability. There's plenty of work to go through. This is the first time that the AIC factory is deployed in the field. Never hurts to be a little more careful. In any case, if you need my help, just swing by this place and talk to me. I'll be here to admire and monitor our AIC factory.
The AIC is finally in the field. We came a long way to reach this very moment.
I just realized that my massive black border blocking that shadow. Good enough. You look pleased. Want to talk about it?
You know how much time and effort Perlica spent on this entire project, Enman. Those old clogs from Originium Engineering really opposed this idea from the get-go. I don't know the details, but the AIC factory is like, you know, the easiest and bestest solution ever. Once we ship this AIC, we'll completely kiss goodbye to the never-ending power and supply shortages. Speaking of which, the AIC project actually has your name written all over.
You green screen the gameplay over it, and unfortunately not. This is straight up just a PNG that I already had. It's not transparent at all.
That's good enough for an intro. Time to start heading back, team. Let's see if there's other things to take care of at the base.
Delete the black background. I mean, I could try, but more than likely it would just take... it would just, like, cut off half my body as well. It's like half my clothes are black. Real issue? No you. Actually, no, I just want to walk, explore a bit more. To get rid of some of these. And the UI is nice. I really like jiggly map, or the reactive map rather.
Time for some exercise.
Which one of these will let me gamble? This one. Map jiggle physics. Here's the gambling. Figured out how to gamble. It's over.
Greetings. I'm your special liaison for Rhodes Island.
Hello? I don't know if that's good or not. Looks like a 5-star, so I think that's... No, that's 6. Base, I don't think that's that good. Here, for close go.
Greetings, Administrator. I knew I'd find you here. There are times when you can actually rely on me, just so you know.
Here's.
Capella Wolfguard, ENDFIELD Specialist Tech Division. Capella Wolfguard,
Hello
ENDFIELD
again.
Specialist Tech.
Enfield
Oh, there's the dragon.
Division. And that's enough big words.
There's the dragon again.
There's
There's the dragon again.
Tech Division.
Capella Wolfguard, ENDFIELD
That guy.
Enfield Specialist Tech Division. And that's enough big words for now. Hurry up and take me to the mission site, Administrator.
I think it's Fate. It's supposed to be meaning the...
Enfield Specialist Tech Division. And that's enough big words for now.
It's
Hurry
Fate.
up and take me to the mission site, Administrator.
She has to be my main now, it's Fate.
Capella Wolfguard,
That is... an absurd screen to look at. Reroll again. To be fair, I don't... Yeah, there's not gonna be a whole lot of characters in the...
Administrator. I knew
Yeah.
I'd find you here.
The
There are
Wabbit
times
again.
when you can actually rely on me, just so you know.
I have always believed that you will lead us upon the right path.
The one girl.
Welcome back to Enfield Industries.
Where?
Enfield Specialist Tech Division. And that's enough big words for now. Hurry up and take me to the mission site, Administrator.
It's gotta have more characters than this.
Greetings. I'm your special liaison for Rhodes Island. Codename. Greetings. I'm your special liaison for Rhodes Island. Enfield Specialist Tech Division.
He's here.
And that's enough big
He'll
words
never
for now.
leave.
Hurry up and take me to the mission site, Administrator.
Oh, knowledge most ancient.
Where have you
Lead
been?
us not into temptation.
Different
Deliver
character.
us from the codes of malice.
Greetings. I'm your
I have always believed that you will lead us upon the right path.
One character
once
only
again.
from Beta? Probably.
Welcome back to Enfield Industries.
Oh, knowledge most ancient. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us.
I mean... I have already maxed,
My turn to have a go at this, right?
like, the dupes. I've already
Dealt
maxed
with
them.
my sword. Just leave it to me. I got really used to having
Her
you by
dupes
my
are
side
already
in battle, and
maxed.
then It's like I can't imagine what I'd do in solo operations without you around. My fellow classmates would never.
Have I been summoned? Let thy commandments be my guide.
So, any instructions, Administrator?
Dump all these
I will not
dupes.
let Enfield or anyone down.
problem. Leave it to me. Now this is a great place to start.
Don't worry.
Oh,
We
go
shall
on, cat
carry
girl.
out this mission together. I have now caught a glimpse of the challenges you once faced, and finally understood the burdens you once carried.
He's Steve. Low tier weapons. And imagine there's probably just gonna be a weapon banner. Malo, yeah. But I would much rather have character dupes. Even if they're not really usable characters, I'd much rather have
For some exercise.
character dupes than weapons you'll never use.
Standing by.
Have I been summoned?
She has a tail too. Are there weapons? Probably. Yes. It's probably gotcha weapons. I can't imagine they wouldn't be. See, he has a tail briefly. That is a big sword. So where are your clothes?
Don't worry. We shall carry out this mission together.
Not a problem. Leave it to me. I am currently on standby.
Doesn't really look like a dragon tail necessarily, but you got horns though.
Time for some exercise.
There.
My turn to have a go at this, right? In position. And I was just thinking about you, Administrator. Does
I'll
that
put
make
in
me
the
your
rabbit
first
girl.
choice?
$1 billion skin market like Counter-Strike.
Yenman's fighting style is pretty unique and impressive. Imagine if the Yenman were at full.
You can just switch freely. Can't wait to accidentally press tab in combat.
Need help getting it?
Don't think there's fall damage either, which is really nice. Can I
Time for some exercise.
level you up?
Feels like ascending to
Standing by.
Like a bit. Yeah, I'll get everyone to 10.
Just be yourself. Relax.
Maybe if I have enough. I don't.
We shall improve with every mission.
Never mind, I will not be doing that.
I just happen to need some practice.
Quick.
You're going nowhere.
Seize the advantage.
Together, let's do this together.
I do also really like how like
Even a decent warm-up.
everybody's on the field at
We
once,
took care of the problem together.
and you're not just like mysteriously transporting characters from
Perhaps there's
wherever.
value in giving this place
You're going
a
nowhere.
But everyone's actually on the field.
Seize the advantage.
Let's do this together.
Sterilize this area.
$80,000 citizen game. Don't give them any ideas.
Time to wrap things up, people.
And be like Ryan and start selling in for like a solid $1,000.
Too easy. That wasn't even a decent warm-up.
Tally the loot. I could have dashed to my next step.
Let's spend $2,000 on crates. I don't have money to spend on crates.
It's over. Everyone all right?
I always finish my job. Don't you worry.
Time to wrap things up, people. Soaring Shadow!
Enman, now that we have
Red.
deployed the AIC, a few features of your proto-sync should be unlocked. You can now use the TP point to quickly teleport yourself back to the control tower. Make good use of our teleprotocol tech. It'll really help speed up your travels.
And murder.
Director Chin, got anything else on the agenda?
Oh, you're back. Thanks to your hard work and our AIC, things are finally getting back to normal in the base. But comms are still down. We can't make any calls to get help from outside. I simply don't have enough people to handle all the tasks we have.
Okay. Is there anything we can do to help?
I know you just came back and I really hate to ask, but being nice and polite won't get us anywhere. We really need your help at 3 places. We lost contact with the arsenal during the attack, and I probably sent too small a team to investigate the site. We're also housing the wounded at the worker dorms, and medical supplies are running out. The biggest problem might be the Originium byproduct processing center. It's quite a distance from our base, but it has all the makings of a terrible disaster should the damages go unchecked. This is our top priority.
Understood. We'll grab some R&R and then move out to the byproduct processing center at once.
All right, we'll continue to gather and treat our casualties, clean up the entire base, and look for a way to fix the comms. By the way, where's Andre? I thought he would return to base with you.
Well, Mr. Andre is...
He couldn't get enough of that AIC, right? And I guess he just decided to camp next to it on his own. Very well, you silly old thing. Very well.
Enman, I think we gotta, you know, get out of here ASAP to go work on that mission.
Enman! Enman! Oh, I just received a photo of the byproduct processing center. Look at the gate of the site. It isn't just damaged. They really messed it up.
What's in the byproduct you mentioned? Another important project of yours, perhaps?
Byproducts include all sorts of things that you could think of. But Originium batteries would be the most important. I guess the LBs are after that. I don't know how much they stole, but these raiders never had training on the safe handling of flammable and explosive materials. Things will be catastrophic if they accidentally set off an Originium explosion.
Someone must have planned and coordinated this landbreaker attack on our base. They're after something in the underground labs of the hub base. Something that's connected to our processing center.
This game once it fully comes out.
Then what are we waiting for?
I mean,
Let's head over right now and check out what those pipe-faced bandits are after.
They might do a lot of
Photographs
this
tells me
game.
that the processing center is extremely damaged.
It's fairly
We
fun,
must
at least so
repair the
far.
local infrastructure to ensure the safety of our rescue operations.
Yeah, the infrastructure.
Gacha games
There's the
tend to
Originium
mainly be about
homeostatic system,
endgame.
the cooling system, the power
Don't know much
system.
about that for a while.
Let's forget about all that. I say we take the most direct approach. This is where the AIC comes in. Meet me at the AIC deployment site. Andre out.
Where am I going? No, I should probably just teleport.
The Origo crust is the most common material for producing all kinds of machinery and equipment. The very nature of Originium makes it the quintessential material for industry and engineering.
Wow. I guess we got a ton of that since it's so useful, right?
Yeah, we, just happened to have used up the local stash. Nobody expected that anchor fall to hit right in the middle of our base. There was so much damage that we needed to fix. That being said, we have to start from square one and do some manual mining. I'll prep various AIC facilities while you head. You'll see plenty of ore formations and trees in the wilderness of Talos too. Since we lack proper gathering tools, I suppose weapons might work. Just attack ore formations and trees to knock gatherable bits off them.
Nice! I guess it's time to show the Endmen my new moves.
What that tail do? I mean, I need to end stream. Probably just like explore a bit off stream, but gonna like save the actual story stuff for stream. Get some more gambling fuel. Probably just focus on this game for a bit, as I don't know when the beta test will end. I don't want to just like not stream and suddenly wait till it ends. So thank you all for watching. Oh yeah, Sumi.